Welcome to Bored Online.
Here we go again. Are you prepared for what lies ahead? To be impaled on the angler's hook, like the one who came before? It seems the lowly stink bug has made its way in. What the frick is that? But it is dealt, so it stands. What tribe? I wonder. Ringworm. So is my deck like small again? That sucks. An ancient woman emerged from behind the oak tree. She carefully laid out, recovering and gestured them. Chose. What? I know. And the ants are good too. I like the ants. When a card is bearing the citrus played, the old woman bared her teeth in satisfaction. Your first totem was complete. An ant spawner. Sigil will now be marked upon the squirrel. Here goes this BS. Okay. If I get a chance, I'll play it. What's coming? Wolf Cub. Oh, this could be great, actually. I like this. Yeah. We like these. Okay. End of my turn. Kind of what I wanted, but not really. This time, just because I found that disrespectful. I'm gonna do this. Frick out of here. Hit me. Yeah. I bet you said something about the caged wolf. Damn, this is starting to get crazy. You go right here. I guess the stink bug could be on here at the same time. Shall we? Yeah. Took damage. That's interesting. More ants. No. Man said I concede. Forget it here. Ooh. Vulture, a tyrant of the skies. Yes, sir. It's a lot of bones, though. Holy crap. What's this? Give me this. Yeah. I'll take that for sure. What did that do? Wait, I'm confused. No. I want to know. I don't know what the frick this is. What you do? Alright, let's play the game. Oh, that sucks. I'm getting my freaking thing back. No, I'm getting that thing back. That's crazy. No, that sucks. The squirrel one was way more useful. This crap is garbage. And like I can't like what? Frickin' it's so garbage on this. No. Worker ant, cool. As if this will help me. And I'm gonna die already. What the hell? Nah, it can't be like this. I'm not gonna let it be like this. Slow it down. Shut up. Don't tell me to slow down. Give me a shot. We're gonna say breathe, breathe. Oh. Thing isn't dead? What? Okay. Stoked. Hello, my boy. You are quite ugly looking now. That's all I can do. No. I need to keep playing. But I can have all three of these guys on the field at the same time. Bad play. Shut the frick up. What was that? Yeah, my question exactly. What's this? Okay, ringworm. So right after that, we were met with the trapper, who looked for unique pelts. It was pretty interesting. Apparently, you know, we're able to trade in these random pelts. We get one for free here. So I buy one or whatever, and then, you know, I call him a loser and we continue on our way. Then we're met by the totem lady again, which I buy the rat totem and put it back on. And I go to try to figure out more stuff. So I found this lion. The lion was like unlocked, or sorry, the wolf, calling it a lion. There were teeth in that skull for some reason, which was annoying. I put it on this little pedestal thing. I got this knife, and I was really just looking around for like any clues now to figure out how this, you know, how you solve the room puzzles. I've opened those a couple times. I didn't find anything. I kept looking at the clock because I knew the clock had something in it. So now I went and started looking for codes again. Couldn't really find much. I saw something about the dagger in there, but it didn't really matter. And old stink bug there was trying to give me more hints, but it's not as if like they did anything to help me. Then, so I just continued on using this like little worker ant strategy with the totems, which is a pretty useful thing. The pellet, they come up in your hand for some reason, but they're just basically useless. Kind of bothered me, to be honest. Yeah, I wanted to keep all this in because I want to show you that like I'm actually fighting him and battling him. And I didn't concede that much because it only benefited me. Here comes love again. I felt it almost imperative to take love just because like they're the previous characters. Ran into her again, chose a random totem, put back on the rat one and continued. Then we went against this guy again. Very annoying, but not as annoying as it was the first time. This time I had a pretty good, well thought out strategy for him besides the pelts that kept coming up. It's not like I had any crazy high intelligence strategy though. It's just more of like keep using the ants. I used the boulder to my advantage, and then of course I started spamming the ants down because they're pretty good. Put a wolf down, and I got that weird bone card. Didn't really know what the hell it was about, but it was whatever. It was kind of like a fodder card just for placement. I really wanted to get the mule on this one to get more cards, so there goes the mule and there goes the life. Then he goes and digs up all my cards, of course, ruining everything, but I already knew that was going to come. So now I, you know, let him hit the gold cards and then just play through the round. It's not that hard. I rolled love, and then I'm just going to beat him with love and a, you know, ant. Pretty cool, though, nonetheless. Huh? Okay, I don't have pack rat again. This is interesting. You gotta wonder. And amoeba, you have to wonder. Trinket bear. When a card brain decision is played, you will receive a random item as long as you have less than 3 items. This is my pick. I know how these are. This is the trader. You mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Let's start with the hair pelt. Let's see what can I offer. How good it is. Every time this thing is struck, huh? This is obviously the best card. I'll take it. Oh, an enhanced version of any one of these cards? Well, I really don't want to bore you with the technical stuff, but I guess I'm back for round 2. The pack rat was handed to us because apparently we had a full stock of items. Pretty good. Again, I want to show you that I'm actually going through these, but I don't want to completely bore you with them, so I hope I don't bore you. And if I do, I just skip over this part of the video, to be honest. I'm just going to go through here, the second area, the marsh, or wherever the swamp lands again, and I'm just going to keep spamming this ant strategy. I mean, it was really good. Also, that new card that I picked up turned into this crazy bug thing over there in the bottom right, the Mothman, or I think it's the Mothman or just a moth or whatever, but it evolves like over the time. It's pretty cool. I decided to buy a golden pelt here, and the requirements are that extra damage stuff, and that's why I wasn't conceding, because I can just keep stacking that extra damage and then use it later to buy the pelts. So that's why you shouldn't concede. It's the game trying to fool you into like, oh yeah, concede. Anyways, I tried to press further. I checked my cards real quick. Nothing really too interesting there. It's, you know, usual stuff. Upgrade. Have to, you know, upgrade the stoat. Alright, the stoat again, who's been changing shape weirdly enough over the playthrough, over the course of the different runs. Now, I was trying to figure out more or less like what I needed to do to progress, because I knew there were some puzzles that I needed to figure out. Here I'm going to get myself into a little bit of trouble though, even though the ant strategy is ridiculous. I decided that, you know, this is what was going to win me the game at the end of the day. And when I say trouble here, I mean it's going to come up soon. But we're just going to continue on, and I went into this like marshland where we met these like weirdos who can like splice together some of our cards. It's a pretty interesting concept. They both like kind of talk back and forth with each other. I'm not going to let you hear the voice impressions that I did for them. I spliced together 2 of the same card and ended up boosting it. It was a vulture, but it was going to cost me like 8 bones. They taught us how to play bones last episode if you haven't watched that one. Anyway, here's when I got into trouble. 3 units out, cards out off the bat. What I found out later is that you can actually place the pelts in place. I tried to cheat here and go back in, but it didn't help me. Nonetheless, like, it's over the hand of, what, 2 pelts I knew I was going to draw. That was pretty much it. I just ended my turn and ended up in the same space anyway. So instead of like just selecting cards and blindly throwing them in here, I was like, okay, I'm sick and tired, I'm fed up. You know, there's nothing much I can do besides place the 1 card. So I decided to use the knife, and I'm gonna just let you experience this one. I mean, at this point, I'm as lost as you. I have no idea what the hell this was supposed to do to benefit us besides tipping the scale in our favor. So I reset, yes, I reset again. I came to the conclusion rather quickly that nothing was going to benefit me during this endeavor, so I just completely jabbed out my eye once again and stopped going back and saving. Trust me, I reset a couple times to try to figure this one out, and there was no benefit here at all. Besides, you know, winning this one match, hoping that he wouldn't just overtake me over and over and over again. So then I started realizing, of course, his cards flip after, and that leaves him vulnerable for a direct attack. And then I'm gonna get a second and here, and then I'm just gonna hit. And since the attack power goes up, I just won surprisingly, and I get my extra little bit of attack power. But you see, now I'm out of an eye. However, we're gonna see here that something interesting happens. He opens up this case and I see this glowing eye. Now I wonder what would have happened if I didn't pick this one. He probably would have been like, are you sure you don't want to pick the frickin', I don't know, Tron Ultra eye or whatever, but you know, find salvation, cuckoo clock, weird random message. And he said the choice was final. It's like, okay. So now I was like, okay, well, I knew the clock was something interesting, and I could see like blue like splotches everywhere. So I was like, okay, there's no way like that there's not something where the clock is. I just wanted to take a look around and see if I saw anything else, and obviously I didn't see anything. And now I just decided that I'm gonna use the clock hands to, or match up the clock hands. And it took me a second, but I got it. And I got the stunned wolf, who I was pretty surprised to see. And he got mad at me. He was telling me, the stunned wolf told me to like hurry up and take the film inside the clock. So I was like, okay, shoot, I gotta go. And then the dude yelled at me, the game master, whatever, he yelled to face me. I'm like, alright, bro. Then I looked around for a bit and continued on. Later, as we were nearing the fisherman guy again, we were given the option to get a couple more items. He said, oh no, you can't pick this one. I'm like, well, you know what I'm gonna pick? That one. You know, like, why wouldn't I? Probably some secret. And it, you know, it hops and everything is weird. I'll save the trouble of going through this guy again. Very annoying. But it's not like we really beat Mr. Go Fish an episode ago, you know, so I have to make sure I show me beating the hell out of him. Like, seriously. I really did beat the living hell out of this dude. So he did this weird thing. This weird thing where, like, he turned all of his things into, like, these little buckets, and I had no idea what the hell was going on. If you're wondering why I'm commentating this in third person, or I'm commentating this after, no. Okay, my audio got messed up, alright? But yeah, then he wipes my whole hand, or anything that I have on the field, so that's just perfect. And I see my turkey vulture, and that added me up enough bones to purchase it. Now the turkey vulture will step in front and guard my life points, and I couldn't draw. So there we go, packed him up very easily, surprisingly. I really did not expect to get that vulture out and just one hit him that quick, but an achievement nonetheless. Then a reward, a weird choice. I had no idea what the hell that was. No words for this freak of nature. Seriously, I had no words either. And the dais, this thing was weird. I didn't even care to look up any of the cards. I just looked at this card bringing decisions played. Chime is created. Each empty adjacent space, a chime is defined as 0 power or 1 health. And I was like, alright, that sounds cool enough. I'll take it. Then we went on to the next area, which I will include in this video. Yes, an extra long video with me commentating over it. I know you guys love me. And he said, let me think. And while he was thinking, I decided to take a look at our sealed boy over here. He took it away from me because I really tried to use it in one of the matches, and he just said, whatever, screw it. Like, alright. So he was trying to tell me, like, you know, you can free me and all this stuff. Like, can you free me, please? Like, it is done. The master is free. The end must be close now. And I had no idea what he was talking about. You know, it's people that you just, like, listen to. Yeah. This is one of those guys. He bested me this time. Like, I felt like something was going on with this dude. You know, he was, like, low-key, like, the original creator of the game. And I just got sick and tired of talking to him. But he told me something interesting. He said I need to hold the camera. I had the film, so last time we attempted to shoot him with the camera, did not work. So now we went on to the third boss, who I thought was who I think or thought at the time was the final boss. I was going in with full intentions, like, all right, like, you will play, you know, from like ruining my supply. It didn't really even make any sense. Like, all right, cool. So had no idea what the hell these things were, and those traps even worse. I was pretty shaken by the idea I had to fight the dude who was, you know, buying, and I was able to buy from and use the pelts from. I was like, okay, worker ant, and they turn straight into traps. So this was really interesting, and I take a bit of damage. So now my idea is just I'm gonna line up a ton of worker ants because they're fodder, but also great, and I'm gonna just see what happens if they get trapped. And if they get trapped, they get taken immediately and turned into pelts. Like, alright, that doesn't sound so bad to me. Bullfrog, straight attack. Alright. So the only thing I could do at this point was mindlessly throw down worker ants. And the reason I threw that one on the left is so that I can get damage without just losing an ant. I needed to get my health back somehow, and I did. I lose a bit there. Just thinking what to do. I really did have no idea, so I just continued with the strategy of placing down a worker ant and directly attacking him, since that's all I could really do. Got a big chunk of damage there. The elk comes forward and lowers my health again. This game has a lot of back and forth, a lot of little strategic errors that you can make. I got lucky with this ant strategy though. I really like the ants. Had to get something down so I wouldn't take meaningless damage. I decided to place a sea monster, which I'm pretty sure just reflects the amount of damage that the opposing enemy can do, and also has 3 health, which is pretty solid. It can't just be taken down that easily. So again, I'm gonna go with a squirrel, and I had 2 squirrels down, so I can double worker ant right here. And then I decided to go on the attack, get rid of some cards, and nearly kill him. The adder came in, the moose moves over, of course. Still have the dais on me, but I had no idea like how I wanted to use it. So I just placed the worker ant to take up the damage and tank, and then the field is basically open for me to just spam ants. So I placed it down, got rid of him for the first round. But of course it's not that easy. Here comes round 2. So he flips his mask. Comes the trader. And he gets a ton of these cards, and I was really confused. But the goal is to trade any of the cards that you want from him and bring them to your side. Now I couldn't let him have these super ridiculously strong cards with 0 to no cost. You see here, you wanna probably take away the fact that he could just place cards, because they don't have to sacrifice any cards, you do. So I was trying to take away the cards that would be the most troublesome for me, and of course benefit me. I wanted to take away high damage ridiculous cards. That was pretty much my goal here, to leave him with the scraps. So that moving elk would have been a problem for me. That one would have probably been the most annoying. So definitely taking that away. And I took the vulture, I left them with the bears. The bears wouldn't be too hard to handle, to be honest with you, with these worker ants here. The first 2 I wanted especially because now the ants are just gonna wipe them, get rid of them completely, and the damage transfers over to the cards behind, instantly killing them and getting rid of them. So that was pretty great right there. My life had been restored, and it was time to pick our treasure. Did not really know what to do here, but chose the monstrosity and moved on our merry way.
I am not bored. Thank you. Thank you.